funny how? Are you funny like I'm a clown? I amuse you? I make you laugh?
Nothing for you.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Boom!
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I want my $2!
Camera stopped.
Rambo killed la 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 doodle yellow bug.
There it is. Finishing cleaning up everything. The stuff I was looking at last night. Found a whole bunch of bling bling quarters last night. One of those things. A whole bunch of them. That one's got something going on with it. Who do we have tonight? Fleabag, Lisa D, hello. Scroll back up through chat here. See what we got. Bill, I saw, was that Bill? I saw Bill Snodgrass. Yep, there he is. How you doing tonight? We've got some stuff left over from the last time we were streaming to finish. Once I get these, that thing.
Freeze, gopher!
It's got kind of a funky finish going on there. Really weird. Something weird about it. Let's see here, put it bigger. Something's up with that planchet. It's pretty neat though. It's on a can't say I've seen many of these that look like that. Those get this. Kind of weird weird lines going across the planchet.
What you talking about, Willis?
So, hope everybody's doing good tonight. We'll there's a link up top we'll pull some early bird winner from. So go ahead and leave a comment on that video. Get that dialed in a little better right there. Here we go. Found a couple of weird colored nickels last night. I think this one and this one are environmental. That one's got gold tone to it. Get this stuff out of the way. There's one with a lot of environmental damage. On it, 2004.
I want my $2!
We got the redeems working. It's a good thing. I have no idea what happened the other night. No clue. I just rebooted everything and it worked, so. And here's our rolls. There's those for our contest. Is that chat overlay large enough to see? Or does it need to be a little bigger? I can't really dagger forbid. On my side, the screen I'm looking at is only, thanks Ron, is only like this big of what's the video that's going out. So I can't really judge by that. All right. Here we go. Is it almost 8:30? It is getting close. Let me get that background music up and going. I already have it running, but let's see here. Just need to judge how loud it needs to be. because I got to turn it down on my end so I don't hear it, but good enough for you all to hear. So let me know if it's too loud, too soft, just right. And we'll go from that. John Chon in the house. Fleabag, Lisa D, John Chum. I know I missed some people, sorry. Who else we got in here? Fervid, Dagger, VMC. There's Tom Thumb, hello. New Marshall, hello. New Marshall, I found some, as I've been doing my cleaning, I actually found some more rolls that need to be sent to you from previous hunts. I'll be getting those in the mail to you, sir. I guess it was from another box on it. It has your name on it, so I'm just going to send them to you. I'm not even going to open them and look at them.
I want my $2!
From previous hunts, I guess. Jeff Scotton. I gotta get my, where's my, I don't even know who the battles are. Let's see.
Rambo kill, la 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 la, flop doodle yellow bug.
Of course. Got them written down. I also have them on the rolls, so should be good. So Bill Scotton, or Bill Snodgrass and Scott Christensen. Those two will be first. PTF and Lisa D. Right there. So that'll be the first battle, and then those winner of these two battle each other. We got Fleabag and Rebecca. There. James Zeller, JC likes Pam. Where's Zeller at? Joe Dagger. James Zeller right there. Then we have New Marshall and Otis. There we got Joe Minnick and Joe W. They're in the last bracket. Biggie and Dagger. There's Dagger. Biggie. Yep. New Marshall and Otis. Otis. New Marshall right there. Elizabeth Flood and Ron right there. And then I also got these labeled for the next round. So we're good to go there. Alright. Let's see. Lisa D. Hey, Chew. Lisa D. What are we going to give away for the early birds? Some sort of a nickel or a quarter? You decide. Del Brett, what's up? I got Del Brett's note finished. There it is. That'll be coming to you, Del Brett. Congrats on the coin and around giveaway. Big E quarter, she says. Alright. So, see what kind of air quarter or something we can pull out here. Ooh, I know some right here. We got lots of stuff, lots of stuff. You know what? Let's just do a... Heck, I'm in a good mood already, so let's see. Pointing around, what's up? We will find us a good air quarter. It's not going to be this air quarter that I found. That one is, I still got to figure out what that is.
I want my $2!
See how that shines on there. Oh. Here we go. That's a boomer right there. Die chip on the mouth. Big, huge one. That's about as big as you get them. That's going to be our giveaway right there. So we're going to go to the... So if you haven't got your comment in, get your comment in up top there. That's what I'm going off of. And good luck to everybody. Six and 9 is 15. Go. Grabbing comments now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 21. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Perry Martin. Perry in the house. Perry. You got 1 minute, Perry. Claim this. Maya Angelou. Big, huge die chip in the mouth. Bam. Big one. That's what you'll get. You got 1 minute. "45 seconds. Perry Martin. Where's he at? Uh-oh. There he is. Congrats, Perry. That's yours, man. Maya Angelou. Massive chip at the mouth. I usually do red and black on errors that I have that are, you know, a little bit more excessive than usual. Let's see if we can, nope, not that one, this one. I don't know how well this is going to show up here, but we'll see. It's a big one. That is a big die chip. That's yours, Perry. Congrats. Write your name on it. If I had a pen that worked. Always seems like I don't have pens that work, and I got tons of pens. Congrats, Perry Martin. Alright. First up, Bill Snodgrass.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
And Scott. Like I said earlier, the other day, you don't have to be here for these because we kind of ran a little long, so I told everybody they're good to go. No need to be here for them. If you win, you move on.
Breeze, go first.
I know Bill's here. I haven't seen Scott yet, so we'll do Bill's first. And then Scott's. And I have some quarter rolls, but I don't have any more nickel rolls. These are the last of my nickel rolls till Thursday, which stinks, but that's Scott's. Here's Bill's. Yep, Bill, here you go, buddy. Scott is here. Good. You're up next, Scott. Doing Bill's right now. We're just starting to wrap these little mini battles up. As you all know, looking for 40s, 50s, something to score. Die chips. I went through the rest of the rolls of this box last night, and I think I found 140, a couple of 50s, and did find one more 2009 and 143p war nickel. So that box produced two 2009s, a war nickel, and pretty much nothing else. But, you know, I mean, didn't even have a lot of... I like searching nickels because boxes, you know, sometimes you'll just get, you know, something, you know, like something like that. It's somebody tossed away or stole Grandpa's mint set and broke it open and for a nickel and stuff. I feel sad for people's sets that get robbed like that, but nothing I can really do about it. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. It was kind of warm here in the south today. Mid-80s. Mid-80s and humid. So, I was glad to finally get home, and that's just damage on the dome. Humidity. It gets so bad here sometimes it makes me really wish I had an indoor job, but I've never had an indoor job in my life, so I'm past the point of actually starting. Are those... Isn't there... I don't watch the news much, but I heard there's fires up in Canada or something right now.
The audience singing along.
What part of Canada is that in? Bill, not looking good, buddy. No chips, no nothings. Even the 2024 there is bad.
I want my $2.
Let's take a little closer look at this one. I don't think it has anything, but you never know. Nope. You got 0, Bill. Sorry, man. What you up to tonight, Tupac? A whole bunch of nothing. Here you go, Scott. You ready? Ooh, you drove a taxi? No way. But you met a whole bunch of different types of people doing that. Got some different colored ones in here, Scott. Dang. Here we go, bud. $74, kind of decent. Scott, you just need anything, just one of something, then you will move on. One of something. There it is. Right there. Big old die chip on the side of the building. Look at that thing. Huge. Oops. Hold on. Monster die chip. Look at that thing. That's about as large as those get. They call it the beehive air. That's about the largest you'll see on there. So Scott will be moving on. But I'm going to finish this rollout. Never know. It could be another goodie hiding in here. Congrats, Scott. Sorry, Bill. Bill's been a winner though at other times though. He's cleaned up before. 20 and 73. Now there. Okay, so Scott, you move on to the final of your bracket. PTF, Lisa D. I know Lisa D is here. We'll do hers. I don't think I've seen PTF yet. But he can be here or not be here. So we already established that. Good luck, Lisa D. Here you go. Lisa D. Got my specialty coin pushing tool right here. They sell these at Home Depot, I think. I don't know. Maybe. Everyone's probably got one. Good evening, PTF. Your opponent, Lisa D, is going right now. We'll see. 62, 78. I can zoom that in a little more for you guys so you can see a little better. There we go. 78, 92, 06. Come on. Kind of looks like it got a real weak rim on that one. I'm wearing my trusty magnifying visor. Thing works pretty well. Might be something here on the left side. Nope. Yep. Well, we'll let chat vote on that one. That's a voter right there. I think chat will say yes, but we'll see. Little something happening on the dome. scratch. Yeah, I don't know what was different between today and the other day that the little redeem things are working, and there we go. Here's another one. There's a 55. I'm doing alright, Mr. Eller. Thank you very much. There's 55 to go with this other one. So you definitely have one, Lisa. And we are good. Decent 22p. Alright, so chat, we're going to check out this chip on the dome and be voting yay or nay. So let's go to the bigger scope. Alright, this is a die chip on the dome. Area. We get it into focus. Right there. We call that yes. Looks like a chip to me right there. So I'm calling Lisa's got two. She got two. With these rolls, that's a good score. The way these rolls have been, PTF, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Got a couple different gray ones in there. We'll see. One of these rolls has just got to light it up. Just produce more than 2 or 3. That'd be nice. 18. Nope. Nope. Thought I saw something there on that one. It was nothing. 04. A little bit of toning, toning on that one. 1980. Well, about halfway through here, PTF. There's a nice little toned one there. What's that? 22. Big old gouge right there. 80. Come on. PTF got about 10 more. Looking favorable for Lisa. No speared buffalo. Lisa D, you're moving on. Congrats. Congrats, congrats. Alright, so there's one. Alright. There we go. Let me get my book. Alright, Scott, you were the first one in the bracket there. So, Scott gets choice of roll 1A or 1B. It'll be Scott against Lisa. So, Scott, which one you want? 1A, oops, sorry, 1A or 1B? And Lisa will get the other one. And then next up's Fleabag and Rebecca. And then James Zeller and JC Likes Pam. Did my chat freeze? Oh, there we go. Oh, my chat's just way behind. Get this thing caught up. I think one of my chats froze. I think my whole broadcast is slow. Or 1B. Yeah, mine, it's something like kind of locked up on mine too. It says I'm no drop frames, so we're good. Okay. Scott, hey, Blockus, what's up? Joseph Wells. 1A or 1B, Scott, or I'll give the choice to Lisa D. Give you another couple seconds, otherwise Lisa gets to choose.
I want my $2.
Alright, Lisa D, you choose 1A or 1B, and Scott will get the other one. Give him enough time. One A for Lisa D. You got it. Scott will get that one. Here we go, Lisa. Good luck. To you. That'll be for him. Here we go, Lisa D. This will be for the winner of this little mini battle. Good luck, Lisa D. Good luck to you. Here we go. See if she can keep scoring. It's 2024. The 2024s, I found several with little chips on the chin and nose. There's another 24. Some damage on the reverse on that one. Doing alright tonight there, Blackus. There's a funky 22p. That's been soaked in something. 250. 250. There he is. That's alright. You're gonna Lisa chose her roll. You're gonna get roll 1B, Scott. No problem. I was just giving you choice at first roll. That's alright. So she went ahead and chose it. Did she choose wisely? We do not know. We're going to see here in a second. About half a roll down and nothing so far. No die chips, no 40s, no 50s. Oh, we found that 150. She did. That's about it so far. 81, 80. Oh no, we might have a die chip right there. Let's see. Where's it at? Yep, there's one on the dome. I'll have to look at that a little tighter. Ooh, I don't know. Chat's got to decide on that one. That one's borderline. Borderline, we'll get a zoom on that. And then we'll check that one out. Then we'll check that one out. Alright. Lisa's got 3 to investigate. They're close. They're close ones. T-Rep in the house.
Nothing for you. Come back 1 year.
$2. All right. Here's one of hers for review. Let's scope it up a little better here. I'm looking right there on the dome, the ribs. I'm saying yeah. Die chips up there. That's looking like a point to me.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Boom.
Our second one. Another little chip on the dome right there. Looking pretty good as a 2. And then this one's kind of borderline. We're looking the left horizontal part of the dome. It's kind of thick there. I don't know. Are we counting that? Let's save the people. Looks kind of die chippy. Small, but chippy. What do we think about that third one? Yeah. It's an error. Number 3 is an error. I mean, that's borderline. It's small. But, I mean, it creates a little shadow. Alright. Chat's saying... Plus, it's got a little feed finger line in action or something there right above the dome. I just saw. Right there. Alright, Lisa, you got 3. The people have spoken. Scott, big hurdle. Big hurdle. You could do this. There we go. Scott's roll 1B. Lisa came in, man. 2 on the first roll and 3 on the second one. That's killing it compared to the last time we did it. She got 3. All right. Good job. Scott, here you go, bud. You can do this. Couple of gray, darker gray ones in there. Possibility. We'll see what it has. Still haven't found any good old ones yet. This box wasn't very, we'll check that one out. Another 23P. Looks like a dome chip. We'll say that for review. I haven't found any proof nickels in a while either, hunting. Possibility on that one. Hey, there we go. There's a 57. We know that counts. That'll score. 77. Some scratches. Got about 10, 12 left. Scott's thinking, boy, I hope those other 2 score. 2. No. Alright, Scott, we're going to the scope for your other 2. We'll see. They kind of look like they had something. We're going to check it out. Both are 20, 23 P's. He already scored with the 57, so we're going to scope it. And hopefully you got some points here. Let's see. I thought I saw something right there. Hold on, I need to investigate that. That might be damage to the coin and just pushed metal. Well, it is damaged, but there just happens to be a die chip there at the same spot. It's got damage. It's been hit, but it does have a die chip right above where it was hit. So, Scott, you have 2. Lisa has 3. Here's the final coin. And it does not have a chip. That is damage. Sorry, Scott. Lisa, you win. Congrats. So, Lisa D, you have your choice of...
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Boom!
Oops. The Morgan round, provided by Mr. Ron Pierce. Nice finish to that. Or the COVID round. kind of a
Funny
proof
how? I mean,
finish.
funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh.
Your choice. Which one would you like?
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
The D. COVID for Lisa D. You got it. And I'll put it in a little plastic too to cover it, to protect it. But it's going in here for now. Congratulations. It's just a little preview. Yeah, Ron provided a tube of the Morgans for giveaways. Thank you very much, sir. They are beautiful. I like that kind of uncirculated finish on those.
Breeze, go first.
The winner. Congrats. All right, next up is Fleabag and Rebecca, and James Eller against JC Likes Pam. So Fleabag, Rebecca right there, James and JC. All right, Fleabag, here you go, bud. Good luck. Joey Brown. We found him. No need to ask where's Joey. He's here. He's here. And we're going to flip right over and do a 25 like giveaway real quick. How about that? So we'll hit the bot. Hit the bot right there. Nope, not there. That's not the bot. That is the bot right there. There he is. All right. Keyword will be 25. And we'll pick us a winner. Right there. Oh, the dancing gorilla. There we go. Let it pick up some names, and I'll cut the tops off these rolls. So Fleabag and Rebecca will be first. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'll get myself some dinner after the stream. I was going to eat beforehand, but I wasn't really that hungry. And James Eller, JC Likes Pam. And then after this round, it's New Marshall, Otis, Elizabeth Flood, and Ron. And then we'll have one more round after that, and we'll be good. Still haven't figured out, let's see here, what we could do for the 25 likes. Let's do a Naka Ole. No. Yeah, it's not silver. Pick us out a good one here. Alright, I'm going to go to my quarter archive and pull out something. Winner will have choice of. I just pulled these out of a box today, so winner's gonna have a choice of. And these sets here do not have the government envelope, but it is a mint set, uncirculated set. So this will be 4. Let's choose this. But it does have the, it does have paperwork with it. So we'll do a, pick us a good one here. How about a 89? Let's see what 89 has. A 1989 uncirculated set will be for the, not the greatest shape, but, you know, I bought a whole box of them, so some are good, some are bad. But whole set for the 25 legs. Good luck. Here we go. This is open to everybody. Even if you won something already. Good luck. Away we go. 25 likes. And we have 24 entries. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Penny pincher. Penny pincher. Penny pincher. 1 minute. And the set is yours.
Crambo, kill, la 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 la.
Congrats. Where you go. Congrats, Penny pincher.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Boom.
That'll be coming your way. Penny pincher. Congratulations. Likes. Cool. There you go. Oops. There you go, Penny pincher. 25 likes, Penny pincher, 1989 set coming your way. And I saw where you were requested access to the for sale sheet. I fixed all that, Penny pincher, so you should have access to that. Sorry it took so long. I thought it was sharing the whole time, and apparently I didn't have it set right. So I believe it's set right now, that you can in the description under the video there's a ever-growing for sale list of stuff I'm going to be selling. Right now it only has like special notes and fancy serial number stuff right now. No coins yet, but it will, because I have tons of this stuff. I got like 5 stacks of this stuff to go through still, that I've had. I mean, you can see they're all nice coins, all labeled with different labels I have for them. So I got, sitting right to my right, I've got 4 of those filled that I'll be going through. And then I finally made it to the ground level of the table to my right that I've been working on for days. So I pulled away the veil, and there's a whole bunch of stuff there. So I may do like a little backstage or something after this, if people want to hang and go through it, some of it. I've been finding some crazy stuff. Fleabag is first. Here you go, Fleabag. And then I'm just going to set Nightbot back to just collecting names and live chat. So I may just pop in and give away whenever I need to. Go back, go back, go back. I don't like the new way they did this Nightbot. They make it so you got to go backwards, backwards, backwards. 3 menus to reset everything. So we're back to collecting names live in chat. Fleabag. There you are. Let's do it.
I want my $2.
Good luck, man. Good luck. I mean, I wish everybody luck. I hope everybody wins something. Got some potential old ones in there, I see. Maybe, maybe not. I'd like to get on a little string of 40s and 50s. That'd be nice.
Wait, 21 gigawatts!
That would be cool. And yesterday I spent some time. I know I told you guys, I keep coins in like separated in trays, so you know all the nickels are on a tray and all that. So we're going through some group rolling, you know, a whole bunch of 40s nickels, 50s nickels and stuff, so I can get it halfway organized. What I need to go back and check, because I mean, over time, my eye has gotten better as far as judging coins, and when I go back to stuff that I thought was really, really good and saved it, turns out it wasn't really, really good. I just kind of like chuckle and laugh, like, why the heck did I even save that coin? There may be something there. We'll check that one. Might be something on that one. Fleabag's got maybe one so far. There's a 60. Not very good. No. Come on. 83. Sorry, Fleabag, not looking good unless we get something right here at the end. Maybe something right there. I don't know. Maybe something there. And so we got 3 maybes, Fleabag. Let's check them out. Let's check them for you. Do-over. Let's check these out. See what we got. We got 3 maybes. There may be something here. Yeah, I like the new logo there, New Marshall. When did you change that? It's pretty cool. Alright, this is the first one we're going to question. I don't see anything. Nope. Don't see anything left or right. Shadow's playing tricks on me. Nothing on that one. Number 2. Oh yeah, we got one. You got one.
Danger, Will Robinson.
I see it. Fleabag on the board with 1. Coin 3. Nope, that's damage. So Fleabag, you got 1. Which, hey, that could get you a win. Never know. Fleabag has 1. Rebecca says you're gonna need more than that. Right. Rebecca, here you go. Me? Huh? Who? Me? I like that one. That's a good one. MJD! What is up? Hey, Brown Sugar. I didn't see it when you originally came in. Sorry. Rebecca's rolls. Here we go. Come on, 50s, 40s. I mean, it's been a while since I've gone through this many rolls and not seen a 40 or a 50. Unless they were like customer wrapped rolls. We've only had 1 so far. Nope. It's crazy. 74, nope. 64, 76. There's a 23p. Nope. Come on. About halfway through. 23Ps have been the ones that have been producing the most lately. Got about 10 more. Decent 2000. Kind of got like a frosty look to it. No errors though. 81. Uh-oh, 4 more Lisa to get 1 point. Or, sorry, Rebecca. No. No. Nope. There you go, Fleabag. You won it with 1. congrats to you. Judge, just make Judge blue. I thought I already made Judge a mod. Guess he wasn't. You're a mod now, Judge. You can post little flashy GIFs over there to the left. You can post flashy stuff over there. And you can do redeems over here. Boom, there it is. Boom, with a 1. James Eller up next. As we can see, you can win with a 1 right there.
I want my $2.
Win with a 1. There we go.
I want my $2.
Boom. Forget me bot, you can't win. Coining around. Do you want an air quarter or an air nickel? Claim it. Coining around. 1 minute. Claim an air quarter or an air nickel. Coining around. 40 seconds. Your name's not coining around. There you go. You want the quarter. Gotcha. 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 I call you, when I do all my stuff, you're a CNA for coin. You're CNA for coining around. Close. You got it, brother. Just a random name pulled for chat. You get an E quarter. Don't know which one yet, but I've been pulling some crazy ones here for my lot. But I got you written down. Congrats to you. It was just a random chat giveaway. Coining around, got it. Just like that. Random chat gaw. Here he is, James Eller. More cowbell, more cowbell. Good luck, James Eller. See what we can get you. There's one for review. May have something there on the dome.
Crambo kill, la 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 doodle yellow bug.
Might not. Man.
Nothing for you.
Kind of uneventful when you just scrounge
So why don't you make like a tree?
About halfway through
Get
your
outta
roll here. Robert Worley no longer needs the Buffaloes, so I just tossed those back in. 17s. There might be something there. We'll see here in a minute. Maybe. 64. Might be an early. There we go. Right there. 1958 with some crust.
Right, left, you're toothless.
Judge, you got to go to like jiffy.com, GIPHY.com, and then pick something out and get the URL for that, and then post it in the chat, and it will show up on the chat that's over here. It'll show up right there. So right there, we know that's a point. Definite point. But the other redeems, you just do exclamation point and whatever you see scrolling all the way up there on the edge. Exclamation point, whatever. And that will show up on the screen. And alright, so we got 2 to review, 1 we know. So James is working with 1 point right now. Might add to it. Let's see. Thank you, Ron. So we're going to go to the scope. We already know about the 50. That's 1 point. This one is a 2022. Thought I saw a little something on the dome there. The light is killing me. That actually kind of looks like damage instead of back to this. Let's see. Yep, that's actually damage. That's not a die chip. Alright, chat. This is a very early stage monster die chip on a 2017 P. But chat's got to say yay or nay. If you look right here on the side of the build, I'm going to have to like flip it in the light a little bit. You'll see the bubble. And there's an early chip inside that doorway. I see it right there. All I got is read as far out and I know it's scrap metal. So inside that left doorway, there's an early chip. Everybody saying, yeah, early chip. But I wish I could get the light just right on this one. You can see that there it is. It is a monster bubble happening. Thank you, sir. May I have another? On that, man, I wish I could have seen that die chip. There it is. You can see it outside the wall. That was going to be a big one. There you go. There we go. So James Eller has 2. JC likes ham. He's got to be 2.
My $2.
Freeze, go first.
Fleabag moved on, so we Fleabag gets the winner here. Congrats. Let's see. Yeah, that chip. I mean, literally. I don't see my pointer, but that chip, literally, was like from here all the way. I mean, that was gonna be a monster die chip. But you can only see it in certain light, which is weird. That's why I have all those different angles of light. You can pick up on those. Just, rolling it around. I picked it up with my light that's back over this on my shoulder, rather than the one I picked it up on. Just kind of rolled it and saw the little twinge, the little bubble. JC, here you go. Do it. Luna's 5. What's that, 35 in dog years, they say? Something like that.
Funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
7 years, or 7 to 1.
I make you laugh.
I can't remember. I think that's it. I think that's it. We'll check that out. There may be a 1 there on the dome.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this
Stage
town?
right there. We'll see. Because chat's already forgiving with the early stages. They're in a giving mood as far as points go. So we'll see.
Right, left, you're toothless.
75, no mint mark. No mint mark. Nope. Come on. Almost, if that was in better condition, there's almost full steps on that one for an old one. $95 full stepper. Gee, I might set that aside. See if I need it for the book. For something, I mean, that, 95. Heck, that's 30 years old. And it's still full steps. Nice. 69. 64. Got about 6 or 7 more here. Four more. And, oh, I thought that said 56. It's a 76. Thought you had it. Alright. We got 2 to check out. JC, get lucky. See if we get a tie. Here we go.
Hey,
I'm not sure, Jeff. I'd have to look at my spreadsheet. I was holding up until after the 500 stream because I thought I was going to do that last week, for this past weekend and it all went to poo, I will look after this stream. No problemo. So this is a that was a 95 as well. So we're going to look on the side of the building. Kind of looks like an early. We will see. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, we're dreaming on that one. Nope, that wasn't there. Let's see that one. So James Eller is going to move on. That has dyed chips, but you don't have enough of them. James Eller moves the next round. Heck, I think both of those have full steps. Let's see here. Pretty nice steps on that one. Let's see this one. Not so much on that one. Yeah, that one's got a good strike, full steps. All right, James Eller. You're going to be facing Fleabag. So, Fleabag, you are the first winner. You will get choice of 2A or 2B.
I want my $2!
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Shut up!
So, Fleabag, would you like 2A or 2B? 2B, says Fleabag. Good luck. And James Eller gets roll 2A. Right there. Alright. There we go. This is for the round. There you go, Fleabag. Got a purple one. What's that? Purple marker or something on that one. That doesn't count though. It's purple, but not a point. 23D. Ooh, 14. Man, these are horrible rolls. Haven't had any splash. That might be.
Freeze, go first!
Oh, you like that? Yeah. That kind of looked like strike through grease. So I'm gonna look at that a little better here in a second. Yeah, I got that from a programmer, computer programmer. He'd been developing it. So hopefully he doesn't keep trying to keeps tinkering with it at times, and at times it stops working. It's a decent looking 21p. Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. As long as it's tasteful, I don't care what people put in there. Doesn't offend anybody, I'm good with it. There's a nice 22p. Check that out. So far.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Man, there's some nice looking 95s in here. I'm wondering if somebody dumped a roll of 95s. That's about like the third or fourth one. But still no errors. 85. Uh-oh. So those are
Thank you,
nice
sir,
ones.
man.
Alright,
Another.
Fleabag, we're going to look at that and just, I think it's a strike through grease here. We're going to check it out. Let me look at it with the visor here first. Oh yeah. It's blotchy, but that's nice strike through grease there. Here you go. You got one. All those like darker spots. All the blotches. Strike through air. Point. 1. James Eller, you got to beat a 1. But Fleabag's pretty lucky with that 1. You never seen strike through grease like that, Joe? I'll show you another one. Let's see here. Well, here's one I found. This is one I found a while back. This is like a die dent error. So if you're going to look at the you're going to look at the first 2. This one's kind of hard too to look at and see. And it goes from the 2 up to the L up to the chin. Just gotta get the layer. It is right there. You can see it. See how you gotta get the light just right? Right there. And if you look, it goes up past his upper lip, up onto the cheek. Die gouge or a die dent, something like that. Because I'd had a whole box. I remember the day I found these. I was going through, it was a whole box of 21 Ps. You know, I'm just flying through them. And I saw one like that, and I was like, scratch, and I tossed it. And then about halfway through the box, I saw another one. Then I saw another one. I go, wait a minute, there's something going on, because they were in the exact same place, you know, exact same angle, and I was like, son of a gun. So I had to dump the whole box back out that I had just searched and went back through them to find all these and pull them all out. So I searched the same box twice, and it was a full box of 2021 Ps. So I got probably a roll or 2 of these. Where they're at over there in the vault, I don't know. I'll have to find them. But they're there. That's just one of them that I had. Oh, here's one I found too. Check this out. Right side of the building. I'm calling it triple machine doubling. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. But this thing's awesome. I'm even going to make this one larger too. Check this out. If the scope will pick it up. Right. You're probably not even going to be able to see it. There it is. See that edge of the building? That's like triple machined. I don't think it's doubled. I think it's machine doubled. That's one of those. I would never, if I wasn't just, doing some rechecks, I would have never would have found it. But it's all over the place on the words. Right there, the C. So that M. I think it's just a lot of grease on these. Bigfoot doing the dance. So yeah, that's another one I found the other day. There's Perry's. Alright, let's do it. James Eller. Can he beat a 1? Can he beat the 1? Here we go.
I want my $2.
Check that out later. Maybe 1 on the dome. Yeah, maybe not. We'll see. We will see.
Rambo kill, la la la, roll, lop a doodle yellow bug.
Yeah, I found another box of 2x2s we can check out. Because when I first started, really getting into it heavy, anything that looked halfway shiny, I was throwing in a 2x2, going, oh, look how great this coin is. And I was like, wait a minute. As my knowledge grew, I started going back through them and just pulling them all out and dumping them. 21. Maybe something right there on the dome. We'll see. Got about 5 more. And we will claim a winner. All right, we got 2 to check out. We'll call it. Here we go. We have a 2023 P. Maybe something up here in the dome. Up to chat. I think there might be a little something, but we're going to see. And maybe not. I thought I saw something here. I guess not. Nope. Alright. On your last one here. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, we got a tie. Check this one out.
Rambo kill, la la la, roll, lop a doodle yellow bug.
This one has a lot of them. Hold on. Let me get tighter.
I want my $2.
Big ones. So we're tied. Fleabag 1. James Eller 1. Huh. That didn't even make it back in the bag. How about that? I won this one June 7th, 2024. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Beauty. That was a giveaway on the channel. That was awesome. Bill of Rights. 1993 S silver proof. Bill of Rights coin. Sweet. Sitting over there in an envelope. Put that with my commemoratives. Alright. So, Fleabag, you're going to choose a number. I'm going to write it down. Hey, Ron, let's do that again like you did the other night. I think my phone's down here. Hold on a minute before you do that. I thought it was down here. Maybe it's not. That way I don't even have a choice. Screw it. I can't find my phone. All right, we're going to do 1 to 50.
I want my $2.
All right, I got my number. Fleabag, what's your number? 1 to 50. And then James Eller, 1 to 50. Fleabag says 25. DGB. DGB. James Eller says 37. Well, folks, it says it in his name, right? Lucky James Eller. 37. He nailed it. Congrats. Doesn't get any more better than that. You nailed the number. So, James Eller, you're the winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Would you like the COVID round or the Morgan? Eller's the winner. Lisa D was the winner. She went COVID. Good guess. And what's your selection, James Eller? Lisa D's.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
I want my $2.
Nice 22. Nope. 2020. 64s. We'll check those for RPMs. Never know. Get an RPM going. There we go. There. Got one. 47. E. There's 1 point. Finally.
21 gigawatts!
Actual legit score. 83s. Makes kind of nicer search and stuff when you see a 40. This would have been a horrible winner take all box. Wouldn't have been getting much. 70, 22. Alright, we got 2 to check. We got 1 that's a point and 2 to check. Here we go. So we got your 47 that scores. No RPM and no RPM. So you got 1, or New Marshall, you got 1. Otis, can you beat the 1? Let's do it. And then let's see.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Okay.
Right, left, you're toothless.
Massive. Holy smokes, that is a big die chip.
Right, left, you're toothless.
Oh, these two are probably hit right about the same time.
Right, left, you're toothless.
Oh. So, see here, 45, 42. That one's been cleaned. You can tell. That 45 war nickel's been cleaned. Alright, so nope. Trying to give away a good one here. There we go. This will be our 50
Freeze,
likes.
go first.
50 likes got to be
Right, left, you're toothless.
look at that dye chip there on the mouth. That's about as big as they get right there. You'll get that one. And you'll get, let's see here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do this one instead.
Rambo kill, la 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 doodle yellow bug.
I think I'm gonna save these for my 500 stream. But if you look right in front of the eyes, see the feed finger lines that extend out of that? I called this area the blazer eyes. I'm gonna save these for my 500 stream. But you will see the coming out of the eyes. And if you look right between the eye and the right out of the eye, here's the feed finger lines. And they go all the way back behind the ear, then all the way back to behind the ponytail. Those will be some 500 stream. Alright, yeah, 50 likes, you'll get Salt River Bay, feed finger lines behind the tree, and you'll get the large dye chip man killer. 50 likes, if we get there. That'll be the 50 likes go. Now, see if Otis can beat one. There we go. See if we can get something here, Otis. There's a 24 with maybe a chip. Two of them, maybe. Maybe at the dome.
I want my $2.
4. Ooh, free gunk.
Right, left, you're toothless.
That cat kills me, man. The box. I had another one, but I had to take it. The sound didn't come through, so I had to take it off there. I was like, man, I made it and it didn't record the sound.
I want my $2.
I'm trying to add a couple every now and then. Another 24. Nope. Hey, everybody. There we go, tied 1-1 with potential of a win. Finally, a 58. Got about 6 more. Krusty 63. Uh-oh.
Right, left, you're toothless.
I think we got a winner. Now, is it a type 1 or a type 2? What do you guys think?
21 gigawatts.
41 with a big, something big on the other side, or not? Or 42, sorry. Everybody saying type
Winner,
2.
winner, chicken dinner. Boom.
There it is. War nickel. Type 2. Very cool. Otis, you win. Move on. And I win too. I get to keep it. Yay! Sorry, New Marshall. Otis hit it right at the end. Elizabeth Flood and Run. Here we go. Flood and Run. Here we go. Let's do it. War Pickle. War Pickle. That'd be crazy to see a actual War Pickle. What was that one? Man, I can't remember that one adult cartoon that the grandfather was like some weird scientist or something, and he, Rick and Morty.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Turned himself into a pickle. Elizabeth Flood, here you go. Finally got something out of the box. Nice. Oh, wait, that'd be... So that's out of this box so far. It would be 2 War Nickels and 2 2009s. I guess that's not too bad out of a box. Not too awful bad. 04. Otis hit it at the end. Nice job. Had the mojo going. He got the mojo. Uh-oh. There might be something right there. A little early stage action, I do believe. 79. Krusty, and Krusty. I was thinking the other day, there haven't been any known planchet errors, you know, like where the 35% silver planchet was used on a different year nickel, like, you know, say a 46 or something. Does anybody know, do any of those exist? That may have accidentally gotten through. Damn, there's some full steps on that. A lot of scratches on the front, though. That would be an awesome find. That would be awesome. Cats are faster than cobras. And rattlesnakes. You have 30 cats, DGB? 30? What do you feed them, in a wheelbarrow? Well, yeah, I have a couple. There's a 46 right there as I was talking. There, 46. As I was talking about a 46. So, there's a point. Yeah, my cats, you know, they do their job around the property and take care of all the critters. I don't have any critter problems. Uh-oh, there's a 47. 2 in 1 roll? What's up with that? Elizabeth Flood. Definitely got 2. Let's check your other one. This was... That is... Alright, I could see it with my visor here. Let's see if everybody in chat agrees or disagrees. So we're looking early stage die chip on the, on the left side of the wall here. If I can get the light just right. Oh yeah, I think it's there. Oh, there you can see it in the light. What do we think? Yay, nay, yep, score. I think it's there too. If my stupid microscope would stay still. There we go. Yeah, you can see the roundness right there. Early stage. Elizabeth, you got 3. Ron, that's going to be a tough one to beat, my friend. A 3. That is going to be a tough one, Ron.
Right, left,
Got faith in you, though. Dancing, man. Dancing, Tupac. Here we go, Ron. I think the rolls are starting to heat up a little bit. Finally. Good luck to Ron. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna change. Let me change this here. I can barely hear the music and it's getting on my nerves. So we are going to this. Gotta be something better. Let's see what else I can find. Alright. We'll just click the first one and see what happens. It's better than whatever was playing. No one complained about it in chat, so I was like, oh, they must like it. Let's go! Come on, Ron. Everybody's rooting you on. Bam. There's a chip right there. There's one. You can see that one playing right there on the side.
I want my $2.
One. Ron with one in the first 5. There might be 2 right there. We'll take a look at that one. Might be a dome chip. Pretty sure it might be. A lot of dingy ones here, Ron. Well, 64. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there might be one there on the dome of 2024, the dome die chip I'm seeing here. We'll look at that under the scope. I think that's a couple more for Ron. Move. Well, Ron, you better hope both those score. Because Elizabeth's 3 is going to hold strong. Let's see here. So we already know this one works. This is your the side die chip on the side wall. So that's that one right there. We got one for that one already. And this is the 2024P. I'm thinking right there on the dome's a chip. Yep. That's 2. Now, is this 23P a die chip? Looks like it's on the dome as well. Right there. I'm saying it's a tie, 3-3. Whoa.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
3. Going to the number. I can't believe that. Tied 3-3 and all those rolls we couldn't even get one. Alright. So, Elizabeth and Ron. I am choosing my number. Alright. 1 to 50. to 50. Elizabeth Flood says 5. It's a no-brainer there, Ron. 6. The number was 33. Ron wins. Congrats, Ron. And so Ron and Otis. Otis, you will have choice of. I'm going to go get a drink here real quick. Otis will have choice of 3B and 3A. 3A, 3B. There you go. I'll be right back. Think about your choice, Otis. What's your choice there, Otis? What'd you choose? 3A or 3B? Let chat pick my role. Oh, Otis not here. Alright. Chat, Ron says, let me do a poll here real quick. So, gauge the audience. Start a poll. We're going to do Ron roll.
Right, left, you're toothless.
3A or 3B. Start the poll. There you go. Ron's letting chat choose his role. Right there. 3A wins. And taking more of a lead. Got some Gatorade, good stuff. Alrighty. Joe Minnick, you're up next. This is the final for this round. And we got Big E and Dagger, and Joe Minnick, Joe Wells. And that'll be it. Chat chooses 3A for Ron. And I did promise Otis that wouldn't take his name off. I usually don't do that, but I did promise everybody. I like being a must be present to win type of guy. So, with that in mind, you're going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. unless you've already won something. If you won something, I'm picking somebody else. Elizabeth Flood. She just walked away and feeds the dog. Fleabag. One minute Fleabag. There he is. You want an air quarter or an air nickel, Fleabag? This is to be determined. I'll find it tonight for you. Which would you like? Quarter, you got it. EQ, we'll select that after the battles here. And BMC, you want an air quarter or an air nickel? $40. 30. Quarter. There you go. I must not have it on unique winners. It keeps drawing the same names. Yep. Sure didn't. Alright, refresh this out.
I want my $2.
There we go. Didn't have it unique. 3A ran away with it. And let that fill up a little bit. BMC's already won, so I can uncheck his name. Forgetmenot's not eligible. Did you already win something, Bill? I think. Or no. No, that's Perry. Perry won that. Don't show him. Alright. Well, heck. There's only 1, 2, 3 of you in here, right? Active chat. So, you got 1 minute to claim it. Brown Sugar, Bill Snodgrass, and Joseph Wells. Claim it. Brown Sugar, Bill Snodgrass, Joseph Wells.
Freeze, go first.
So he said here, here. Where's Bill? Here. All right. Good job. So we got Bill, Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar and Joseph Wells. Choice of I'll make it 2 air nickels or 1 quarter.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Boom.
What would you like? Two nickels or 1 quarter? Brown Sugar says a quarter. Right. Joseph Wells says an E quarter. EQ. EQ is my air quarter. And Bill says E quarter. I think he misspelled it, but no, he did spell it right. I read it wrong. quarter. So like I said, I'm going to be going through a whole bunch of them here very shortly. And I don't need 7,000 air quarters for myself. Let other people enjoy some air quarters. I do need some though to sell. I keep the really, really crazy ones. And on that, what was there? On the Mary Edwards Walker quarter, I've been going through stacks of those. Try to find you one and show you what it looks like. This one here, I've been going through piles and piles and piles of these, and have identified over 20 different types of errors. You need to come on over to the house, Brown Sugar, to help me look at all these things. I have found over 20 different errors on this one quarter. Judge, 4 minutes. Yeah, that lag will get you. Alright, here we go. Got a little food in me, got some drink in me. I'm ready. 3A was for Ron. And this is for the round. Here you go, Ron. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Need a book just for the errors. Yeah. I've been making these type of. You guys have seen the sheets I make up. I do. Gotta move that first. But I do like little. I make these up. So this came out of a sheet, that you can hold your 2x2s in, a little notebook sheet. And then I run them through my little vacuum sealer. So there's part of a sheet. So this would have been. So this would hold the 2x2s, and then my vacuum sealer. So you already have these are already made, and then I run my vacuum sealer and melt a center section of both of those blocks, and I can hold 4 quarters in each where one 2x2 would sit, like that. So one 2x2 would sit in there like that, but I've made them so 4 quarters. And when I first started doing it, I didn't really realize how big I was gonna get doing it, so I was keeping those 3-ring binders full of just air quarter sheets. And then it got to the point where it was quickly outgrown, and then that's when I went to the tubes. I showed you guys that box of tubes yesterday or day before. So I went to this method here. Oh my goodness. So that is a box of 100 tubes that has 100 tubes in it of errors and stuff that I've collected. These right here are empty, but the rest are filled with quarters that I just wrote different stuff on that I found. And then when I outgrew the tubes, I went to the method of making these little cardboard holders. Yeah, Brown Sugar, I got a collection that nobody really knows about. That's just one box of 100 tubes. Because then I thought I was going to store all my errors in 2x2s. So I started I'd make these little cardboard holders to hold the 2x2s. And I was color coding them so I could just look at the tops and know exactly what was there by just the color, so I didn't have to thumb through it and go, oh, okay, what is this, what is this? I know when I put them red, black, those are the ones that have better errors. Green will be the better type coins, better condition typed coins. I know are green as I label them. So, and then blue will be my strike through errors. So grease strike throughs. So I just know by looking at the tops of them. Saves time. Yep, that is. That's just a piece of cardboard that I cut and folded and used painter's blue tape on it, and right there, and fit the 2x2 right in it.
Nothing for you.
And then I have a box. These were made to length to fit perfectly in another box that I have that holds like 6 or 7 of these in it, and then I can close that box up. Made for that, and then I outgrew that method, and then that's when I started making these. I just started making these cardboard holders. So this is just cardboard that I cut, and well, precision cut. This isn't just tape. I'm anal about the stuff like that, but so they fit quarter rolls perfectly. And then these were all cut to go perfectly inside another box where I stacked it like 4 high and have a whole box of whatever I want to put in it. So that's why I need to downsize a little bit. Hey, see, copper rounds I didn't even know I had right there. They're there. 3 more. Didn't even know I had them. So that's why I'm going through all this stuff. And people are more than welcome to hang out and watch me go through it. Hey, Cindy. So yeah, downsizing. And that's what I said. That was our 50, and this is for the 50 if we get there. Right there. Alright, Ron, your roll. Let's do it. It's Ron versus Otis, did I say? Yes. Hopefully we get something. Where is the 3? There's 3B. Ron's 3A. Good luck, Ron.
The audience singing along now.
Decent 63. And so, like, when I toss these to the side here, these are, you know, kind of halfway decent coins that I'll just toss in a roll. And, you know, people hit me up and go, hey, man, do you got a 70 this, 70 that? And they're just looking for book fillers or spot holders or whatever. I may or may have it. I don't keep the junk.
Nothing for you. Come back 1 year.
I got a crack in it right there. Wow. This goes along the lines of those coins that I found. These coins right here. I bet you it's part of that same. So this is a, sure is. So that is a progression set of a die crack that goes across the coin. Like where it started, larger, 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 larger. I found all these in the same box. I just found another coin that would go with that. Right here. This is the 2022P that has this die chip that starts
I want my $2.
in this bottom corner right here. This is crazy. You'll see it if I could hold the coin just right. Right there. Look at that. God, this stupid microscope, man. Right there. Wow. That is a crack there. Very cool. And that goes right along with these. These all have
Right, left, you're
same.
toothless.
These are all the same chip, just in different stages. See, these are all out of mine. Same cracks. Oops, that one's upside down. Ugh. This stupid thing. Got coins flipped all around opposite. So yeah, it's about the same spot and everything, just more progression. Very cool. That one will go with those. So Ron's got one. I never thought I'd find some more of those.
Freeze, go first.
So that's one advantage of, I'd say one advantage of going through a box of the a box of all the same coin is you're able to pick out the errors really quickly if you lay them all out together. Your eyes will be able to pick on it really fast.
I want
Freeze,
my
go
$2.
first.
No. Very nice. But you always got to be looking in those spots. The error spots. I think the error spots on the nickel, I mean, the most I find are cracks off this side, cracks off this side, die chips on the left, die chips on the right, and die chips on the
Right,
left.
left, you're toothless.
And then I'll just kind of roll it a little bit to see if I can, you know, you really got to get down on it to get all the doubling in there. I don't have time to do all that to every single coin. So I just roll it in the light and just to see if something pops. I'll let somebody else that takes 3 weeks, 4 weeks to do a box, I'll let them look for those errors. That looks like an early error right there. I'll just pick out the fast ones, and because I think I'd rather go through 5 times as many coins than to pick out every single error, just to cover more ground. You know, have more of a chance to find some cool stuff. You know, I'd rather look at 15,000 coins instead of 2. It really took a dive. Yep. Someone took money from my bank. Took money from your account at your bank, or just took money from your bank? Alright. Let's check this one here, see if there's another one to add to his one. I thought I saw something, maybe I didn't. Alright, let's roll this down some right there. Maybe I didn't see it. Oh yeah, it was an early stage on the left. Yep, there it is. I thought I saw that. So Ron's got 2. Oh, I like killing gophers. Definitely. I got some traps out there, man. It'll get them quick. It's like one of those spring-loaded traps that snap. Man, you gotta set those things up perfectly, or they will not work. And this will be Otis. We'll have one more and we'll be done. Good luck, Otis, if you're here. If you've arrived, and here's your roll. Let's see what we got for Otis.
Right, left, you're toothless.
6. No.
I want my $2.
And I do the same thing with the Lincoln cents. I know you can find all those different RPMs and all that stuff. That's why I never really like super got into looking at them. I'll zip through them and pull out all the not really nice looking ones, and I'll pull out the copper. Oh, speaking of which, I have done one of those boxes for the that short I put out of Guess the Numbers. Box number 2 is finished, and I have all the numbers. I have not done box number 1 yet, but I will have all those numbers. So if you wanted to make a guess, go find that short I made and put a comment in for your chance to be a winner on those. As well as the my second nickel box. I'm going to be announcing all that one. I said guess how many nickels. I'll be you won it, Ron. He had nothing in that one. So I assume you want a COVID, Ron, or do you want the... I'm going to send you one of yours back anyway, so unless you have them. Later, Fervid. Appreciate it, buddy. So I'm just going to put one of each in your bag there, Ron. your next round coming up sent to you. Yeah, Big E and Dagger. Here we go. Big E, Dagger. Congrats to Ron. Where's my... Alright, Big E, Dagger. There it goes. Cause I remember talking to you. I don't remember you said you already had some of those, Ron, or you didn't. You did have the Morgan ones, or you did not? Because I'll send you some. Big E is first. Okay, cool. I'll send you a couple. You got it, man. Big E up first E, and then Dagger next E. And then it'll be a battle of the Joes after that. Ooh. 23p. Nice looking coin. Set that over there. I think I already got my 23p spot filled in the little album thing. Damn, look at that. Wow. Look at the reverse on that thing. Not a scratch on that. Let's see what the obverse looks like. Dang! That's a nice looking one there. That is a really nice looking nickel. I think that's a keeper there. Wow. Set that up here. Really nice one. Maybe a chip on there. I would say it's definitely mint state. But, so I got a question. So a mint state coin, technically, is something that has not been circulated. So I just found that in circulation, and it's got no marks on it. Like, you know, those are wash. You can see like the wash on it. There are no nicks or dings on the face. Oh, there's one right there on the chin I can see. So, that to me looks to be in mint state condition that I found in circulation. So, could I call that a mint state coin? Because that is way above AU. Gently spent. I think it's higher than that. According to that book I've been reading, you know, the grading standards book, but everybody's got an opinion about, like, they said, like, MS67 and above have no distracting marks whatsoever, like coin contact marks from being together in a bag. Well, so far we have one maybe for Big E. And we will check that maybe out right here, because there was nothing else in that roll. Oh yeah. Are you going through puberty, Elizabeth? Or you just need a drink or something? Alright, so this is a 2023p. Thought I saw something maybe on the dome area. I don't know. What's a guess? Yep, there is right there. So Big E's got one. Dagger. Big E's got one.
I want my $2.
Dagger got What Dagger got? I think Dagger can beat a 1. I think you can get this 1. Dagger, I think you can beat the 1. Got faith in you. 70s. I need to get a bot that'll read the dad jokes out loud to me. Like smiley face with hearts. Smiley face with hearts. Another one of those nice 95s we've been finding. Got another one. That was another one, full step 95. Weird. Got a whole bunch of them. There might be a chip there. We'll check that. Maybe. Maybe not. So how would one exercise their vocal cords? Just yell at people? Doesn't suffer a little road rash suffering there.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Up on that one. Another D. That was probably the brother of that really shiny one. That was a nice looking coin. $70. Well, Dagger, you better hope the 2000. Nope. Hope that air comes through, because there wasn't nothing there. Let's check it out. I'm saying it's got one there on the dome as well, the horizontal line of the dome. Let's see. Oh, might have to go a little bigger here. Might have to go a little bigger. Let's see what we got. What do we think, chat? Call that a chip right there? I mean, it is raised. Small chip. That's right. Dang it. Yeah, that's a small chip right there. The Dagger's going, yes, yes it is. Is Big E here? That he can do the number call, or? Or just, if Big E's not here, I guess it gets goes to Dagger, since Dagger's here. Alright, Dagger, you get the win. You move on. He wasn't here to... I mean, I only promised he got to play in the battle. I didn't promise he gets to move on, so... Dagger wins. Joe Minnick, Joe W. Final of the night. Winner faces Dagger for the round. Joe Minnick will go first. Joe W. up after that. Good luck to both of you. Mr. M first. Dang. Here we go. Hands are getting sweaty in the gloves. $95. Lots of 90s in these. Pretty shiny. 99. Cool stuff on that one as well. Check out. Nice full steps. I think somebody had a 90s coin dump. think there's a chip on that. Right there on the dome, I do believe. Yep, right there on the edge. You got 1 point. Working on one. Nothing. Nice 85. Decent. Another nice 82. But we're not scoring on nice ones. Ooh, there might be something there. We will look at that in 1 second. And no. Alright, we got 2 potentials here. Take a look for Joe Minnick. So this is a 2017 P. Looking at that left side wall again. I thought I saw something. Here it is right there. See how you just changed the angle of the light? You couldn't see it one way, but there it is. That's one. And this is a 2023 P. We're going to be looking up here in the dome area. I thought I saw one. Maybe I didn't. Let's check it out. Nope. Damage. Was not a chip. Just the way the light was hitting it. We'll check over here just in case. Nope. Check the other side. Just in case. And nope. Alright. Got one. Joe Minnick, 1 point. Joseph Wells. Winner faces dagger. Here we go. Good luck. Nope. 21. Yeah, I can't believe the lack of 40s and 50s in these rolls. There might be an early chip right there. Might be one there too. Nope. I mean, last time I skunked out like that was when I got a whole bunch of customer rolls. I was going to try to go to the bank today, and a different bank, and see if I could just swap out this box of 2023s I have, but I was too busy at work. $88. Alright, looks like you're going to be needing one of those two to come through for you, because I don't see anything else. Ah, last coin right there, bam. Last coin, gotcha. There's a 1. There's 1 right there. Oh, that's got chips down in there too. Down even more. That's a good sized die chip. So tied 1-1. And we got 2 to look at. 1-1 with 2 to look at. So we have a 2017 P. Oh wait, that was his. Sorry, this is a 2006 P. Sorry, look on the left. wall. I'm thinking maybe. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. You can see it right there on the left side of that wall.
Mofo low down around this time. Shut up!
Early die chip outside the wall. I initially thought there was something up there.
Nothing for you.
So, Joseph Wells wins, moves on, faces dagger. Here we go. Where are my 4B?
Nothing for you. Come back 1 year.
Dagger. Your choice, 4A, 4B. This is it. 4A, 4B, dagger choose. Congratulations, Joseph Wells.
Right, left, you're toothless.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Pop, pop, pop. Dagger's still here. He says number B. He wants the B.
Crambo
Right.
kill, la la la, ro
Dagger,
ro ro,
4B.
lop a doodle
Let's do
yellow.
it. Last match right here. Good luck to both of you. And here we go, dagger. 4B. A couple of gray ones mixed in there. I said that about every other roll though, so we didn't pull anything out of them. We got nothing. Nope. Yeah, that crack, I say that one with the big crack was probably the coolest error we found tonight. And like I've said a couple times before, on these 75Ds, you want to look for ones that have a mint mark up high, like between that number and the ponytail. The ponytail is kind of mushy, but up higher. If you find one that's misplaced like that, they're worth money. Fairly good amount of money. Guess there's lots of collectors buying them up at the auctions, the big auctions like Heritage and such. It's a good watch if you ever want to see a bunch of people with a ton of money just spend it like crazy. You can watch those auctions. I watched one of them one time. Oh, that kind of looks like an early one there. Yep. I watched one time. They were doing old currency, like older than Confederate currency, way back stuff. And man, every note that came up, there's like, I was like, blah 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 blah, starting bid 10,000, and they were just one after the other, just dropping 10K or more. Every single note that came through there, stuff I had never seen in my entire life. But they're interesting to watch. They play them on YouTube. If you ever catch one, look for Heritage Auctions and what's the other one? Stacks and Bowers. Some high-end stuff. You think you got a good collection? You watch the people that buy that stuff. They've got good collections. I watched one guy last week. He pulled out a bunch of his commemoratives and was showing them off. I was like, man, every one of them was just absolutely stunning. Like old commemoratives. I'm like, wow, man, good collection. All right, we had this one. That's all we got. It's an early stage right there.
I want my $2.
Early stage chip. So 1 point dagger. Think you can beat 1 point? Joseph Wells, let's do it. Good luck to you. See what you got.
What you talking about,
You beat a 1. You the one. That's about the dirtiest 2024 I've seen right there. Uh-oh, that might be the tie one right there. We'll check it out. That may be the coin that ties. That might be the coin that wins. We'll see. My eyes are still pretty good with this little bit of magnification, so. I think he might have the win there, Joseph Wells. Maybe one right there.
Winner, winner, chicken
sorry,
dinner.
let's just pile up the
Boom.
die chips for you. You never know.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Shut up.
Might be another one there. Might be one there. And that's it. So we got 5
Winner,
to
winner,
check.
chicken dinner. Boom.
6 to check for you. And all you need is 2 to score. Uh-oh. What broke? I'm gonna get rid of the poll. I finally run out of things on the program. Yeah, it's probably out. Because the program uses a chunk of, let's see. No. Should still be working. Let's see.
I want my $2.
I got tubes of them. As last year, I had a yard sale. Well, not really a yard sale. This lady was like fast selling everything. Her boyfriend was in jail or something, and she was leaving town, and she was selling everything in the house, everything. And so me and my son went over there, and I was like, all right, and I was just making her offers on stuff left and right. And in this box was a Crown Royal bag, like the green Crown Royal bag. Open it up, filled with
Winner, winner,
buffalo
chicken
nipples.
dinner. Boom.
I bought the whole bag. A lot of them were no date buffaloes. All right, so we're gonna check these out. You need 2 to win. All right, so this is a 2020 P. I thought I caught a flash of something on the dome area. Do you ever find Ikes? I buy Ikes, but as far as getting them at the bank, not really. But I look around and buy them when I can. One, it's got, it's, like I've told you guys plenty of times, I have to feel like I'm getting a deal on something, or I'm not going to buy it. I don't care how much I need it. It's like I've got to think in my brain that I'm scoring a deal. So if I'm not getting a deal and you can word it like I'm getting one, at least it's fooling me. A little hair on there or something. Let's see. But yeah, I'll buy Ikes when I can, and if they're in decent condition, I won't buy them just to buy them. If you're looking for some, I have some that I would be willing to part with, maybe. Depends on, are you just looking to buy them, or are you looking to actually fill something in a book with something good? That does not have anything. Because I bought a couple actual rolls of Ikes a while back, and there were some actual good finds in them. I couldn't believe it. So they were not gone through, picked through. Alright, so there's one right there. That's 1 point. You're tied. Tied up. We got right there. There's the win. Joseph Wells wins.
I want my $2.
So yeah, I mean, if you just want some to give away, brown sugar, yeah, I can hook you up with some. I've got, heck, I got 2 right here. I got 2 of them. I don't remember what condition these are. Plus, yeah, see, I got these labeled plus minus unk, so they're close to being really nice, I would say. I don't know. These are all 76. Yeah, these are all bicentennial ones too. So I don't know what kind. I haven't looked at these. We'll see what kind of condition we got. We got good luster on them. Oh, there's the sides of them. So those 2 right there look pretty shiny. And I would say those 2 right there, but you cannot always tell just by the sides of them, but it'll kind of give you an idea of how much they've been handled. That one's kind of sparkly, so we'll just take a look at those. See, there are no scratches on that coin. That right there on the neck's supposed to be there. Yeah, it might be a little dull, but I don't see damage at all. Look at that. That's in good condition. See, I still got mint luster. Got a little nick right there on the chin. See, what you're looking for, your high points, like the cheek. There's no, they look for at the high points. There's no wear on the cheek like it's been circulated. There's no wear. So that's what you're looking for. Like on all coins, you want to look at the high points. So your high point being right there, over here. That's when you look for what kind of damage or circulation it's had. See, this one's how it's got the rub marks on it on the high points. That shows you where the high points are at. Got nice mint luster, but it would get dinged because of all that right there. But I bet you that coin has barely been circulated or handled between people. I mean, because the fields are spotless. And a lot of your coin grading is based on how the fields look, how clean the fields are. See, I mean, no marks. Or what they call quote-unquote distracting marks. Like, I spun it right there and I can see a little something right there. But that's got cartwheel luster to it. And this one's got toning, but it's got a little bit of a... Those are nice coins. Let's look at the reverses of these. I mean, it kind of lacks a little bit of a detail, kind of soft, you know, as compared to that. You can see the lines and everything. See how soft that strike is? So this would garner a higher grade, even if they were both spotless, uncirculated. Just a softer strike on that. That your high points being, you know, right there on the eagle, there. That's beautiful. Not a mark on there. That's a beautiful coin. I like that. Oh, that's the one that's got the nice lust. That would probably grade fairly high. That's a nice coin. That's one you probably. So then from that point, I would look here, and then I would look here, and then I would go to the PCGS website, and you look to see. So you'd go to 1977 and see how many have been submitted and graded, and those lower numbers are the ones are the kind of grade you would want to shoot for, if you were getting them graded. It doesn't show up, but this one's got nice blue-green toning all through it. It doesn't really show up on the with the lights. Let me cut that light back, or one of these lights back, and see. Toning is pretty nice on it. Oh, you can see it a little bit right there. See if these lights are washing it out or not. Yeah, a little bit. But again, it's a little bit of softer strike than that first one we looked at. This one, you can actually see the lettering. So you can actually read on that one. You can read on that one too. Let's look at that one again. That one's a nice coin. That one hasn't been handled much. I can't really see much wrong with that one. Words really soft right there. You can't read them. Joseph Wells, did you want the COVID round? Sorry, I didn't forget you. Do you want the COVID round or the Morgan? Let's look at the backs of these real quick. Look at these while we got them out at least. I probably put them in a tube because I thought they all had potential. COVID. All right, you got it. Yeah, see.
What you talking about,
woman? Marks. That one's got a few. That one shows a little bit of circulation over there in the fields. Yep. Still, I mean, decent coin. This one has a scratch on it. Looks like right there. Coming down through. I don't know if it'll show up for you guys. Here it is. This way you got to hit the light. See right there, like here you go. You can see the scratch, but if I spin it a little bit and take a picture just a little bit out of the way, the scratch is gone. There it is. There it is. You got to watch out for that. Sellers that'll do that. Same coin, no scratch. Scratch.
Watch
out for them. So that's why you roll it all around the light. Yeah, it's like magic. Yeah.
I want my $2.
That's a nice strike. You got lines all the way across. Still see the words. Good strike on the reverse. Another nice coin. Look at that. Like it. It's not MS 70 or 69, but that's a nice coin. A lot of people would like to have in their collection. I'm glad I have it in mine. This one shows a little more circulation. Kind of gray. What we got here? Now see this one. It's like it's missing the. Like the rim is really weak. Like see how it's not standing up like those? So, you know, that's when I would come in, I'd look at the sides, kind of compare them, you know, what made that strike so bad that it's missing it? Well, it's almost missing it on this side too, but really flat. So I don't know of any other coins that actually have the same planchet size as that. Unless they were foreign. Because the United States Mint did mint coins for other countries. So if they were minting, you know, and the planchets were similar in size, there have been times where that similar size planchet was struck. So, I mean, you can listen to it. Does it sound the same? You know, it kind of sounds the same, measures the same, then you would just ultimately weigh it just to see if it weighs about the same. So we'll weigh it real quick. And that's another good thing for you people that are looking to get a little bit bigger in your collecting and stuff, and you want to, this is a quick way to confirm that a coin is what it is, or it is what it is, fake. You know, just the way the coin as compared to a sample of other ones. So let's weigh it up and see what it does. Get that out of my way. Preferably you want something nice and flat, not my cushion. And my coin searching surface is not hard. I've got several layers, so it's kind of soft, which helps me pick the coins up. I can like push my hand on it. I've got like 2 bath towels underneath this, so it's soft. But then I have this like dry weave cloth here that the coins slide, but it's still soft. You know, I gotta take care of my precious hands. Right. Alright, we'll just put it on. We'll put it on the 2026 book here. Just weigh it up. See what it weighs. Real quick. On. Can you see that? No, you can't. And there you go. You can see it now. So, one in question was this one's one in question. So we'll just weigh a couple of these up. I honestly don't know what these are supposed to weigh right off the top of my head. And we're not weighing in ounces. Sorry. Grams. Alright, there we go. Let's check it out. That's greens. 22.6. 22.68. So I'd say it's probably around 22.68 or 7. 22.5. That one's really light as compared to the other one. 22.7. But there's a plus minus. It's really hard to find the information, but there's a specification that they're allowed to weigh plus minus so much before they're rejected. That one was actually a little heavier. 22.65. That one's even lighter, and that's the one we were questioning right there. 22.6. 6. Wow, that's really heavy. 22.8. Dang. A lot heavier. 6. And 22.49. 22.46. 22.5. So yeah, we'd have to look up the numbers. Those are really light as compared. I mean, that's 22.8 and this was 22.4 something. What's the weight? 22.68 is the weight, Joseph Wells, or the spec for the dollar, Ike dollar. Yeah, these are all clad. Is that the spec weight? 6.8. That's probably what it was average. Okay, yeah. So, you know, I would look up because I mean those were pretty light. That's really heavy. So 6.8 the spec, and that's 0.8. I mean, that's 0.23 grams lighter. That's a big difference. Not as much, but yeah. So 22.68. That's a pretty light planchet. That's a light one too. So those three would be considered light planchets. I will tell you what. I will look up after we're done. After I'm done, look up the spec. I found it. I found that information at one point in time. It was like Congress, you know, passed all these things that. And I know I wrote it down. Yeah, but these little pocket scales, you can get them for less than $20. I know you can. I've won this one. Or no, I didn't. I bought this one as a part of a some set or like a I don't know, it was the end of an auction. I just bought it. It was like a grab bag full of stuff. Got that with it. But it was a, and I mean, they sell tons of variations of it. But yeah, you can get that under $20 easily. It, you know, grains, grams, ounces, troy ounce, it weighs it all. Up to 200 grams. And it comes with the, you know, comes with the little weight to tear it out. Comes with a little cloth bag and stuff for it. I got a couple of them. I got one upstairs and one downstairs, so I don't have to go grab them. And Joseph Wells said he wanted COVID. Right there you are, Joseph Wells. Congratulations on your win. Nice COVID round. I got a pretty good price on these. I got a tube of them at auction. So, good price, good price. Alright, well that's the end of the regular stream. I mean, if you guys want to hang for a little bit, I'm going to, you know, look at some of these other coins. I just dove off onto these because Brown Sugar was asking about them. And actually had them sitting right there. But that's what I'm looking for, Brown Sugar, if you're still here, when I'm looking at Ike's, is that. If you'd like, I got right behind me some more of them. I can show you. As I said, I've been going through stuff and trying to itemize and organize a lot of things. So those are Benjis. There's my Ikes right there. We'll look at those. And I already showed these. These are some of the Kennedys. You know, a lot have been purchased, a lot have been won over the years. But I'll be downsizing. I don't need as much as I've got. You know, give a chance for some other people. You know, because when I was first starting stuff, there were a lot of people that helped me out with knowledge. You know, pass the stuff along the way, helping me out, giving me good deals. I'm more than happy to do that for somebody else. Get them going. Get them going in the game. Here, got it. So there's your type 1 reverse. The type 1 reverse has the fat letters as compared to a type 2 reverse that has the skinny letters. Here, Bill. So you can see the difference in lettering. Type 1s and type 2s. So this is one of those I found in a customer wrapped roll. Flags. So there are still good ones to be found. Decent shape. This is, you know, I think I got another 1 or 2 tubes upstairs. But man, some of these are beautiful. You know, I'm looking at the high points, the head, the cheek there. That's got nice luster. I think that would grade high. But I don't have the money to send all these coins out to grade. But, I mean, they're beauties. 73, 78, these are proof hikes. And if you get a really nice proof Eisenhower, man, I love Eisenhower proof dollars. All that just mirrored finish, beautiful. I probably just purchased these at, got a good deal on them. I don't think, I wouldn't buy these just outright, just how it's not a nice mirrored finish. I mean, yeah, you can see through the plastic there. I probably bought them. I wouldn't just buy them unless they were really cheap, because I don't buy a proof Ike dollar just because. So they probably were part of some other deal or something, or golly, it sucker's in there. Yeah, but you always, I don't know, I always handle proof coins with gloves. I don't ever touch them with. It's pretty nice. But you can see it's not a true mirrored finish. You know, some call those hairlines. It's probably, you know, it's from being shuffled in and out of plastic. There's somebody's thumbprint right there on it. Right there, that ruins it right there. And if you were to go to wipe that thumbprint off, then you scratch the coin. You know, so it's not worth anything with that thumbprint. So yeah, I must have gotten a deal on those or something. But these are the ones. These are your brown ikes. These are your brown ikes that come in the brown boxes. Yeah, they're beautiful, but somebody put a thumbprint on it or a fingerprint. Wasn't me. And this is what plagued a lot of these brown ikes, as they call it, milk spotting or milkiness. See how around here it's turning white right there. White right here. So yeah, if you're buying these from somebody, you know, and they open up their brown ike, because you open up the brown ike, it's a little brown box that the inner part slides out of it. Now, if they're going like this really fast and talking and doing this, doing that, and you can't get a good shot or a good look at the coin, don't buy it. Because they're probably trying to hide stuff like this. Or like that. Or if they go, oh yeah, it looks a lot better in hand than it does on screen. Well, you know, put it up there to the camera, buddy, and show me. See all those lines in there and the milk spots? I honestly wouldn't buy this for $5. Because I would want, because if I were to resell it, I'd want to guarantee the quality to somebody else. Yes, it's a proof. Yes, it's clad. It doesn't even have the silver. It's a clad proof coin. I wouldn't pay $5 for this. Some other people might, but unless you know you really, really need it, I would hold off. You know, wait for a better example. And you don't want to leave them in these. These are not long-term storage flips. These will scratch your coins up too. These cheapo hard, can you hear that? Hard plastic. You don't save them in this. Flip them up if you're, you know. Honestly, these don't deserve my flips. So I left it in the plastic. But it must have became part of a deal of something, because I wouldn't have bought these just outright by themselves, and I obviously didn't even take the time to label them. Because generally I'll label the coin, where I bought it, you know, what day and all that. So these are probably something I would use as a package deal, just like I got it. I would toss it in on top of something else for a deal for somebody. I think these slabs you get with, these are something that, like, I guess like Littleton or something used to do. But this is a uncirculated 40% silver. Oh, the silica packets. The area I'm sitting in, the area I'm sitting in right now, brown sugar, has 2 dehumidifiers in it. So I double dehumidify the space, plus I use stuff like this. Now this is for like long-term storage. So yeah, the space is dehumidified. I have a lot of coins that's just out in the open. But for coinage, zoom that out just a little bit. So long-term storage, I'll use something like this. I bought this at Home Depot. It's a DeWalt like locking box. So the box itself, this is rated, it's rated IP6 waterproof or something. So the box itself has this stuff in it. Let me open it up so you can see some more of my roll collection. But inside, so all inside here is a rubber seal. So the lid actually, it's a waterproof. Boom, it snaps down, keeps it watertight. You can hear it click like that, and it clicks on both sides like that. And you can put your desiccant inside here as well, and the whole space in here is dehumidified, or no moisture. And I do that for coins that as you saw, they were all in individual sealed tubes. For like a long-term storage, I would do something like this, or a watertight ammo box that you can pick up at like your Army Navy stores and stuff, that are supposed to. Thanks, Judge. I got those years ago, that when Home Depot had them for like $14. You can't touch those things for like $25 now. But when they were that cheap, I bought a bunch of them. Later, Mr. Wells. Good win tonight. So yeah, long-term storage, I would do something like that. I purchased a whole bunch of these. These are tubes. What's the name on those? These are, and there's tons of names of tubes out there. This brand is Guard House. I think it's the house brand that a company called Coin Supply Express uses. I chose it because the tubes don't roll. They got flat sides to them. So you put them down, they stay, they stay where they're at. They don't roll. If you get some of these old school like this, these are the old school plastic tubes. Well, they have a tendency to roll. If your area is not flat, they roll around. You drop these, they stay where they're at. These are also made to be stackable. Let me turn this little light back on. It's just all stuff that, when you get larger in your collection, but the bottom fits into the top. So, and they lock into place. The lid itself, the top itself has inside of it, you can see like that little gray lining, like right there. That constricts the connection to this. It's actually airtight when you put that on, and it snaps closed. Nice, good price on them. Coin Supply Express is the company I've been using for the past couple years for all my stuff. Because if you buy in, obviously if you buy in larger amounts or larger quantities, you get a really good deal with them. So that's where I bought, the tubes. I bought all of these. I bought these there. Let's see. So they also have these. There are several companies that make these. 800 tubes for $20. What? Where? That's crazy. That's a Namaste deal right there. Oops. That's a good deal. So, same company also sells these little airtight coin holders. Facebook Marketplace. I've never been on there. There's several companies that sell these. You got your, what are they called? Airtight. I don't remember the names. But the first time I purchased some stuff like this, they were a one size fits all. This is like when I first started putting them in. You can hear how the coin is loose in there. This was like a one size fits all. I keep going wrong place. One size fits all type thing. So all of the shells are the same size, and it came with like a big sheet of this little foamy stuff that you had to whatever coin you were going to put in it, you had to punch out that many rings so your coin would fit in there. So when I first started, that's a nice looking coin right there. So I first started holding them in this, and then I went to a product like that that is specifically sized for the coin. As you see, no rattling. It doesn't, you know, there's no rattling to it. Airtight. And these suckers are hard to get apart. I mean, you can see there's like one little tiny groove that you got to put a blade or something in to pop that open. So, you know, I started putting my nicer coins in there. Then I realized, okay, I can't call every coin nice. You know, I can't, you know, because it was taking too much money. I mean, as you see, we'll take a look at some of these. I mean, every coin can't be called nice. You know, see, there's more silver rights right there.
The audience singing along now.
New Marshall and Tam. So we'll take a look at a couple of these flips, because these are probably from when I was going through full uncirculated boxes of these coins and pulling out the nicer ones. But now that I have a little bit more knowledge than at this point in time, you know, I'd say this is 5, 6, 7 years ago I did these. They've been sitting in that container for that long, so we'll go through them and look at them. I haven't looked at them since. But the more coins you look at, the more your eye becomes trained as to what, you know, you're not just fooled by something way out here that looks shiny. You know to go in and look at the high points, look at the fields, instead of just going, boy, that's a shiny coin, I want it. Well, as I've shown you, just by the way you can move it in the light, and watch some of these guys online. They'll sit there and they'll be doing this with the coin the whole time. You know, never keeping the coin still for you to actually look at it. You might want to avoid those guys. It's just, I mean, you can buy from whoever you want, but just, you gotta watch the hand manipulation on stuff. You know, you've seen good magicians, right? Sleight of hand, anything. The good scammers are trained at it. Just, you know, you gotta watch out for you, yours, and your pocketbook and everything else. So let's look at these. I'm here to help. You know, if I make mistakes, I hope somebody learns from them. Alright, let's take a look. See what we got here. There may be some nice ones in here, who knows? There may be some old ones. Let's see here. First Tuskegee
What you talking about,
quarter I have found in circulation. Right there. I labeled it. First one I ever found. 2021. First one I found. What do we got here? Here's the first the first demant Tuskegee I found in circulation. Right there. Going back in history. What do we got here? See, I even got that labeled wrong. See, now this is a coin I would toss back. I wouldn't even stop to look at it, and I've got it in a dang holder. And now I wouldn't even. That's funny.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Boom.
Let's see here. Yep. I'd probably toss that back. We'll put that to the side. I probably kept them because they just had like really shiny edges. I don't know. Here's one 28, 19, 21. I'd have to look at them outside of this thing, because these are all scratched up. Let's pop one open, see what we got. And they're so tight in there, you'd have to pop, hey Copperal, you'd actually have to, they're so tight in there, you'd have to pop these out of there. But yeah, that's a coin I would toss back now. But back then, I thought it was something worth keeping. And now I'd toss it. So that's why I'm going back through all of this stuff. Because, you know, this doesn't need to be in here. So I need to go back through all this, pop all these open, and go through them all again. I mean, that may be a decent. And it takes a long time to do this. Go back through everything and analyze it. Why did I save this coin? Well, that's, you know, pretty decent example. If someone needed one, 2016 Fort Moultrie. But as far as keeping it as a specimen, I wouldn't. It'd be a good coin for someone maybe just starting out. It's got nice luster, got nice cartwheel. I mean, you guys can see that. But let's get up close to it. See? Not as shiny as you thought it was. But back here, dang, it's a stunner, you know. So you gotta watch out. That's all I'm saying. You gotta watch out who's holding the coin and who's doing what. Yeah, it's nice. But right there in the mouth, got marks. That surface is scuffed. Oxnav. But back there, Jim BU, look at that cartwheel. So how many of y'all are a buyer back here? And hell no up here. See? Yeah, that would be a borderline keeper. So we're gonna pop another one open. See what we got. Hey, I might come out of this with a whole bunch of new flip or a bunch of new containers. Oh, this one might be a keeper. That one's got some fire to it. Even up close, it does. Good coin for someone that, you know, looking to start their collection with it. And if I've got it here, that means I've got better ones in my collection. So that might be a good starter coin for somebody. It's nice. Got some new peeps coming in, huh? Welcome, welcome. The first part of this stream's done. Lately I've been rechecking stuff that I've kept and downsizing the collection to what I think it should be and not what it currently is. So these, as I was saying earlier, for the new people that just came in, this is stuff that I had looked at maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago or something, and since that point I have grown exponentially in my knowledge and the way I look at coins, the way I do everything about coins. So I need to kind of stop and check everything again and just see, you know, kind of question myself as to why I kept what and is it still worth keeping. I mean, that's really nice, but it's got a little mark right, you know, I might be too critical on my coins as well, but it's got a mark right, which you can't even see because it's so shiny. But there's a mark right there on the, there you can, right there. There's a mark right there on the neck. I mean, that's the only mark on the neck. That's a proof-like finish indeed. So, you know. So I'll probably end up taking all these coins out of all these containers, relook, because I can't look at them in the containers because the plastic's actually scuffed on all these. But so this one has a cut mark from about there up past the ear. That's the only blemish on the. So let's see if you can see the cut when I move it. Come on, light. Still can't see it, right? No. And look at the coin from different angles. Just don't always look at it with the head facing up. Turn it sideways, turn it upside down. You know, you want to find whatever angle. And this cut I'm talking about is right here. There you can see it. right there coming up. Right there. So, I mean, they're good coins. They didn't make it to this point because they were bad. But I'm just back to checking everything. And you know, they were I'm gonna have to figure out a faster way to pop these out of here. Beautiful reverse. I mean, another nice coin until and I always turn the coin almost the extreme hunter. I almost turn the coin as just almost flat perpendicular against the light, and it will make all the little cracks. So when you think you got that perfect coin, look at it like this. See how it looks nice and shiny right there? Watch this. Imperfections. And almost always, the reverse is almost always better than the...
21 gigawatts!
Hey, is it me, or is it just the way the light's working? Hold on, that was weird. I think it might have been the program. It was almost like the grass here in front of the building almost had like a green reflection to it. Must be the way the lights are working, like right there. Or is that brick? Brick on the building? Almost had a greenish flicker to it. Right there. Might be the camera. Might be the camera. I don't know. Did you see that too, Elizabeth? So it wasn't just me? Yeah, you saw green too? Okay. Wasn't just me then. Alright. I thought that was weird. I think it's just the way the light caught it or something. Like right there, kind of greenish. Just the way the light catches it. Yep. Because I'm not wearing green, I'm wearing blue. Alright. Ooh, here's a good example of that diatrician I've talked about several times. Here's a good example of it. Right here. So this is when the die has struck so many millions of coins and they keep using it. Oh, this is a beautiful example of it. See that white circle? Oh, let me turn off all these lights. Let's see here. Nope. Turn this one on. See the different color light I have there? That's kind of more of a yellow. And these are white. And if you look at coins that have a under an LED that have like a bluish tone to it, you will think every coin you have is superb. Something about that blue coin or blue light. So right here, what you're looking at is this haziness right here, all the way. It's like a circle all the way around the coin. That white haze all right there in front of him. And no matter what angle you look at, you'll see the white haze. That is the flow of metal when that coin is struck. I see I can't even show it straight on because it's so shiny that the lights won't let it. There you go. That's a reflective coin, actually. But you'll see it on both sides. Sorry, the coin's just too bright. And when you look at it under a scope, you'll see this. I call it diatrician cold metal flow. I mean, different people have different... see how the lines look like they're spraying outward? on the coin. That's actually got a die crack on it right there. See that on the nose? There's an error we just stumbled on right there. Looks like a die crack. Started one maybe. But see how it just looks like lines are stretching from the center of the coin outward? That is the face of the die being absolutely worn out. And it's been struck so many times that the flow of metal has actually etched the die itself. And they keep using it. And that's it right there. All those lines, that's the halo you see. These flow lines. And in some instances, man, it makes for a beautiful, beautiful coin. I mean, yeah, on these, I like just how it gives the halo effect. So there's the cold metal flow line. So hopefully, maybe somebody learned something today about that. That's what cold metal flow does to the face of a die. Right there, it makes those lines stretch outward. Really, really common, I would say 2015 and up. You'll find a lot of these. 2015 and higher. Let me find a 2015 one for you and I'll show you. I'm sure there's one in here somewhere. Yeah, really common. 2015 and higher. These are 18, 19s. That's a nice looking coin right there, 2018. Man, that's a good looking coin. Let's check this one out. I thought I saw 2015. Yeah, this coin right here, if you find one that has that die attrition, man, they're beautiful. It almost looks like a sunset or something behind the coin itself. So here you go. Oh, of course, got that in the way. You can't see anything. Right there. So, you can see the white. Again, metal flow. And it's the same thing. It's your die attrition metal flow on the coin. But I like them. I guess I like them because I've collected them. Later, MJD. You know what? Hang out for a sec. I'll do another giveaway. Whoever is getting ready to leave, I'll do one more giveaway before you take off. As an appreciation for you hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So, who's here? Who's here? Let me refresh. Do one more giveaway. Let's go way back. Dagger's like, perfect timing, yeah. I'll turn off unique winners. Done. Let's refresh that. Get everybody that's gone out. And then the poll. Next. This is just a thank you to everybody. Thanks for hanging out. You got any questions or you want to see something else before I sign off, just let me know and we can dig into it. No problemo. But I'm probably going to be looking at some coins just a little bit longer. That's a beauty. I'm keeping that one. That one's staying. So yeah, I'll probably go through all these coins right here tonight. See which ones are going to stay, which ones are going to go. Being seen. Back this up. I think it would go into focus because the lights are out. Oh, no problem, Brown Sugar. Ikes are some of my favorites. I had my dad had a friend that when he would come over, every time he'd come over, I had two brothers. Every time he'd come over to the house, he'd have coins. Well, back then I didn't know they were silver coins, but he'd have Kennedys and Ikes in his pocket. And every time he'd come over, he'd give us one. And so that was, I guess, technically my first coins in my collection, because I honestly, you know, I'm over 50 and I still have those same half dollars and dollars that he gave us. So, yep, we called him Smitty was his name. His last name was probably Smith or something. I don't know. We just knew him as Smitty. He'd come do his thing. He'd give us the coins. Yeah, I mean, that one's got a big gouge on the cheek right there. But it's a beautiful 2015. This Kasachi quarter, they minted this coin into oblivion. They made so many of these. So for you to find one like that for your collection is going to be very hard. Yep. I don't know the mintage numbers on it. I mean, yeah, there's some specks all over it, chunk on the cheek, but man, that's a nice one. And like I told you, the reverses are always way nicer than the obverse. I mean, it looks like a proof coin. That's a circulation strike, Denver. I should probably, everything I think I'm going to toss, I should probably keep and either sell or give away to one of my subscribers, because they're all going to look like that. Oh, damage. I should probably put all these in rolls and sell them instead of tossing them back to the, give them someone that'll appreciate it instead of just tossing it back to the bank. Here we go. 12 people. Forget me bot. You do not count. You are out, sir. Floating around in the house still. Thanks for hanging, Tupac. Alright, so let's see. Find something. We'll find something right out of here. Something decent at least. Halfway decent. Or I'll let you tell me
Winner,
what
winner, chicken dinner.
something you need. I think I got
Boom.
15 up to 20 in here. Looks like. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me put it on the big screen. You tell me what year you need. Ready? Go. Lisa D. What quarter do you want? You tell me. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. I got a lot of 2020s in here. Some 19s. I don't have that, Lisa. I'm talking right here in this pile. I got some 2015s. We're talking right here. This stuff. Unless you really want a 67, I'll dig for one. Oh, you know what? Hold up. I might have one here, right here. Hold on. I think I do. Give me one sec. I might have one right here. Might have one right here. Let's see. I thought I did. I thought I had a tube of plus Washingtons. Alright, I'll keep my, wait, is this it? I'll keep an eye out, Lisa, because I'm going to be going through stuff. So you said a good looking 67. Let's see what I can do there. I think I could find one. A decent one. Hey, there's some right here. Let's see what these are. I don't know if any here will be a 67. You might be lucky. There's a 66. 93, 65. No, 67. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Alright, give away one more. And we're calling it a night. You can't win again, Lisa. You can't win again. Dagger. What do you want, Dagger? I chose your name. I got something in here. Something somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to go back through all these, check them out. There's some nice ones in here. Pluck them out. Pluck them out, pluck them out. Do I have a 79? I think I just had a 79 right here. Didn't I say? Let's see. It's not stellar, but it's better than average. It's not a stellar 79, but it's better than your regular 79. If I find something better, I could hook you up with it. That's about it for 79. Still a little bit of luster. But yes, I do have a 79 right there. You want it? Still got a little cartwheel to it. How about that? Well, I appreciate you being here, Lisa. What for you expect for years? You want that one? No, you don't want that. Decent. It's a decent one. I got a lot of coins to go through before bed. I want to knock these out. I started nickels last night. Oh. Alright, folks. I'm going to continue doing 500 sub stream prep. Trying to get that ready. I did fix the, I believe I did. Look under the video right now. I think I fixed the link to the share of the notes I have for sale right now. I think I shared it with everybody. I'm pretty sure I did. So, check that out. Let me know if it works or not. But I believe I shared it and everybody can view it. And I'll keep adding stuff to it. So, peace, people. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate my mods. You're all my mods. Ha ha ha. Have a good night, folks. God bless. Thanks for supporting my stream, and thanks for being here. And we're going to finish off with a little shark. You know how I roll. Good night, people. Love y'all. Oh, hang tight, Dagger. I'll find a link for you real quick. You can click for Baby Shark. Hang tight. It's good. This is gonna keep playing now. Let me find that link. It is. Oh, this ain't it. Oh, I have to, is this it? Nope. Okay, I'll find it for you. I'll have it next time I see you in chat somewhere, Dagger. I stumbled across it accidentally. Yeah, does it work, Ron? Did the link work? Or no? Okay, it did link? Cool. Yeah, buddy. Thanks, Dagger. I know I'll find it as soon as I click out of here. Alright, let me end the broadcast. Have a good night. Thanks, Ron.